Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Talk Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft War Remastered. Today on Polestar, it's going to be a PvZ of epic proportions sent to me by RJB. Top right, it is Saber. He's our Zerg player. It's a white color today. In the bottom right, a brown Protoss. It is Paralyze. We like Paralyze. He's an up-and-coming Protoss player. We'll see how he does in ASL 21. We've got high hopes for him. He's a younger up-and-coming player, and maybe he can supplant somebody in the top 8 of ASL 21. Maybe those expectations are too lofty, but he's been practicing hard. He's been doing very well on the ladder and in some Pro League matches as well. So let's see how Saber handles Paralyze today. Hit that like button if you're excited to see a long PvZ on Polestar. So no proxies here today. No weird super early pools either. Looks like it's going to be at least an overpool or maybe a hatch first on this 4-player map. I'm going to say hatch first, right? Giant 4-player map like Polestar. Zergs like going hatch first. But if it's a 2-player map, then that's super risky, right? So they want to go hatch first when they can on a map like this. So yeah, we're saving up. We are saving up. Oh, overpool. Never mind. Overpool opening from Saber. We've got a gateway coming up. So it's going to be a gateway opening versus a pool first opening here. So everybody is going to be safe. Going to be safe from Zealots. Going to be safe from Lings. And a probe scout in the right direction first here. Excellent job there, Petey, the probe. Yo. So scouting out. The drone says, hey, get out of here, man. Oh, never mind. I'm just going to go right by you. Thanks for zapping me, Petey the probe, says Daryl the drone. Got Terra the Overlord here as well, saying, is there Protoss down here? And the answer is, yes. Yes, I know there's Protoss. You're very excited about that by scouting the right direction first. Excellent job. The probe is blocking the natural here, necessitating another probe to come over and help with that. And bam, hatch down at 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Well, started at 2 minutes and 8 seconds, not completed. The Overlord says, hey, look, let's see how many Zealots come out of this gateway. That is a very important thing to know. 1 Zealot. And 2 Zealots? 2 Zealots. There's no indication on the gateway that it's making a Zealot, so that's why Terry is over there perched over it, because he does not know if there's a Zealot making until the Zealot pops out. Drone. Ooh, 3rd hatch without an expansion from the Protoss. Dude, I like this. I like this aggressive opening here. The probe says, there's Lings. Run away from the Lings. And look, 2nd Zealot. Is there going to be a 3rd Zealot? Says Terry, is there a Cyber core somewhere? And can we see the expansion? Yes, we can see the expansion timing, and the 3rd base is already on the way. So that was a risk, but it paid off for Saber. 3rd hatch on the way. Before the 3-minute mark, these Lings are working away on the gateway. They can run from the Zealot. And with Micro, they can take it down. But, yeah, a professional level PvZ, that will never happen. Maybe on a lower level, but not here. So, PvZ. Feels like a while since we cast a long macro PvZ. Are we going to see Dark Archons? RJB said this is a high priority replay. And that usually means there's a Dark Archon or 2. So we will see if Paralyze is going to show up and make some Dark Archons for us. Maybe not. Maybe it's just maybe excellent in some other way. We've got, man, 3 Zealots and a probe at the natural base. The drones all escape. They're like, we can't handle this. These Lings can't handle this either, man. We've got 6 more Lings on the way. So 6 Lings plus these 5. Still not enough for these Zealots, man. Maybe with Extreme Micro, it is. These Lings are trying to harass, but man, more Zealots back here. And here we go. Getting surrounded on the ramp. And can we take them down? No, these 3 Zealots are not dead. Ooh, excellent, excellent place for Zealots here. 1 kill, 1 kill, 2 kills on this Zealot. And this is excellent, excellent Zealot Micro from Paralyze. These Lings are like, run from the Zealots. You want to go back home and help? No, they say. We're just going to run over here for some reason. And here we go, trying again with Lings. And 1 Zealot is going to go down, 2 Zealots go down, and finally enough Lings to clear out those Zealots in the natural base of Saber. He does have a 3rd baseman, but Lair on the way, halfway done. Overlord here, scouting the presence of its late cybernetics core. It is late because how many Zealots Paralyze made, and did they get value? I think that they did. Stopping all mining to the natural base. Forcing Saber to make lings instead of drones in the early game here. Sub-fit 5 minutes. And Stargate on the way. No big surprise here from Paralyze. So yeah, Zergs do like to make drones in the first 5 minutes. If all they needed to do was make drones and expand, every Zerg player would win every single game. But we need to make lings, right? Because other players know that. And they're harassing with lings of their own, with zealots, with marines. So that's why. That's why you can't just make drones. That's why Zerg does not win every single game. Because harassing a Zerg player is so very, very important, and other players know that. So, Spire on the way to counter this Stargate. Citadel of Adun, follow up. Very, very standard here. The Cybernetics core timing was not standard, but the build from that point on is very standard here. So, we do not have a second gas. Alright, so maybe it's just going to be Scourge here from Saber against the, well, how many Corsairs are there going to be? Paralyze only knows. Is there going to be a +1 attack here on the Cyber Core? That will tell us if it's going to be maybe a couple of Corsairs or maybe 8 Corsairs. And no, it's going to be +1 ground attack. Oh, there we go. Speed for Zealots here, and no +1 air attack from Paralyze. So I think it's just going to be a couple of Corsairs for scouting. Never mind. +1 attack there. +1 attack, Paralyze, you dog. So it's going to be a lot of Corsairs. Spire, scouted, almost done. Whew, 1 gas. And there's the second gas here, but yeah, not enough gas to make any Mutalisks. Well, I guess maybe 2, but 2 Mutalisks are not very helpful against a Corsair. So there we go. 2 sets of Scourge on the way. A +1 Carapace as well on the way. And again, 1 Overlord kill is acceptable if you're a Zerg player, but 2 kills, no. And 1 connection. Jukin the Scourge there. Going back. Do not stop to kill this Overlord, man. You will die. And the Overlord says, thanks, Scourge. And the Scourge says, no problem, buddy. Sunken Colony, not quite done yet. At the base, we have Speed Zealots here. +1 attack, almost done. Sunken, done here. And the Lings are helping to defend. Drones getting pulled to block off access to the natural base with their drone bodies, but the Sunken is done. Lings are helping out as well. Yeah, I like this opening. So, is this... Where's the Corsair? Is the Corsair dead? No, the Corsair is here. Oh, dead. Near miss. Near miss. Near death experience for that Corsair, man. He already took... Oh, never mind. Wait, this one, right? This one took a hit. No? Yes, shields are down. Okay, so 1 hit, but not 2 hits. Working away on those eggs with the cannons. We've got excellent SimCity here. A nice placement of the Sunken. Got a macro hatch as well. And +1 armor on the way at the same time. All right, so now we're making Mutalisks. Okay, so we're making Mutalisks against a +1 Corsair player. We do have a lot more Scourge on the way here. Look at this. Scourge popping up all over the place. So now we will see if the number of Corsairs can handle the number of Scourge. A big ball of Corsairs can just burn down Scourge like nobody's business. But this is just a 4 Scourge ball. +1 attack isn't quite done here either, so I think this is a good time to maybe try to take down these Corsairs with Scourge. And maybe with some split-up Mutalisks as well. Storm's on the way. We got Hydralisk upgrades on the way here too for the Zerg player. So it's not going to be Mass Mutalisk, not going to be Ogre Zerg. It's going to be just, you know, a little bit light harass here. Just keeping the Corsairs off of the Overlords, into Lurkers, into a lot of Hydralisks. And these Overlords are scouting to see what? I guess maybe there's scouting a drop, maybe. Scouting the Corsairs if they're up there on the top left. Just map vision, general map vision for the Zerg player. So happy Monday, man. Hit the subscribe if you're excited to see this PvZ, how it finishes out. I'm going for 70,000 subscribers here. We are almost there. There's like 69,000, like 600 something. We just got a couple more hundred to go. So again, hit that subscribe. cannons working out their aggression by trying to take down eggs, and missing sometimes because the eggs are on high ground. Look at that. Miss. I like it. I like it a lot. So this creep colony maybe into a spore, maybe? Maybe a spore. This creep colony doesn't quite know what it wants to be yet. And still 2 basing Protoss at 10 minutes against a 3 basing Zerg at 10 minutes. The drone says, can we expand? There's no third base. This Link says, yeah, no third base here, boss. Link says, no third base here as well. Overlord says, no third base. Oh, Ling says no third base. But Saber says, all right, I guess we'll take a 4th base. This is 4th base timing. Maybe this is a 2 base all-in of some kind. Look how many Zealots there are. Look at the High Templar. Storm is finished. Look at the gateway count. 2, 4, 6 gates on 2 bases. And these Zealots are like, hey, don't scout, I don't have a third base. Haha, now you don't know. Is there a third base there or not? The drone says, is it a cancel? Is that a cancel on the base here? Okay. He's like, I don't know. I don't know if we're expanding. I don't know if we need to make more Hydralisks to defend. And Lurkers as well. So we've got Hydras. No attack upgrades, no armor upgrades. +1/+1 for these Zealots, man. And yeah, look at this. Oh, never mind. 6 gates here. But 2 more gates in the natural base. 8 gate, 2 base, and there's the third base at 11.5. So again, re-expanding to the top left. I think that was canceled. Maybe somebody in the comments can correct me. But yeah, I think that was an expansion. And then he canceled it when he saw that there's no third base. And now that, there you go. Mutas do scout the third base, running for their lives from these Corsairs, dude. Oh, gosh, split out. Split out. Scourge all the way. Ooh, to chase away those Corsairs. Dragoons are good against both Scourge and Corsairs, especially with the +1/+1. And is that Lurker Aspect on the way? No, Lurker's on the way. Lurker Aspect is done. So 1 Lurker hiding amongst these neutral Lurker eggs. I'm just a neutral Lurker egg, I swear. Why are you blocking the ramp then? All right, you got me, says Larry the Lurker. I am actually a Lurker. So at this stage of the game, there we go. Spore Colony up at the top side of the third base. At this point in the game, when is Hive-Tech going to show up here? 1 Lurker and Hydras. Lurker splashing all over these Zealots as they try to come through the very, very narrow choke here. Drone transfer ends in a massacre of drones. This is the sole survivor. There are like 5 drones there. Oh, never mind. Like 6 drones died and 1 successfully up to the top left. He's like, I have PTSD, man. I watched my friends die. It's like, welcome to the world of being a worker in StarCraft, man. You will see so many of your friends die here. So it's Mass Hydra at the stage. There's the Queen's Nest at 12.5 minutes. And look at the speed Zealots. Just chasing the Hydralisks away. Lurkers, the answer to speed Zealots here. But Storm, again, the answer to Lurkers. So again, this is the paper, rock, scissors for PvZ, man. Dragoon's pretty good against anything with upgrades until Dark Swarm comes out. So this is the time for Dragoons to shine. Scourge chasing the Corsairs. I think this is enough Corsairs to kill him. Ah, 1 connection. Other one's melted. Storm, again, good against the Hydras, good against the Lurkers, good against every single thing in StarCraft. There is no strategy you can go where Storm is not viable. There isn't, unless, you know, like it's a cannon rush or like an early pull or something before Storm can be available. But again, any strategy after Storm can be available, it's just vulnerable to Storm. That's it. In PvP, in PvT, in PvZ, Storm is good against every single thing in the game. Everything. So that's why I think Storm is the best spell in the game. Other people say Dark Swarm, but again, Firebats, Zealots, Archons, Siege Tanks, just anything with splash damage is good against Dark Swarm. I know it's excellent against Marines. I know it's good against Battle Cruisers, but splash damage, man. Splash damage is the answer. And again, Plague, a good spell, but not against Archons. Right? If you go Mass Archon, Plague is useless. So there are strategies to counter both Dark Swarm and Plague, but again, Storm, just dodge it. Just dodge it. That's the answer to Storm here. Maybe EMP versus Storm is a good strategy. But again, only available to Terran. Anyway, 172 supply from Paralyzed, 144 from Saber. Supply blocked. Thanks to all the harassment from these Corsairs, dude. Another Overlord down, just out in the middle of the map. Not a care in the world, and then boom, Corsairs find you, and you're dead. 4th base, already done at the 6 o'clock here from Paralyze. I like this, man. This is a good expansion technique here. Good timings. 3rd base was late. 4th base, right on time. So it's 4 base to 4 base. I don't feel like Saber knows there's a 4th base already. Otherwise, he would take this 5th base immediately. But yeah, almost maxed out Protoss player. What are you going to do? You're going to try to kill it, getting across the map here against this size of a Protoss army. Maybe you are. +2 armor. Versus +2/+1, +2 attack +1 for the Zerg player. And yeah, again, Defiler Mound on the way. Dragoons, this is your chance. This is your chance to get as much value as you can. Scourge trying to take down... does take down the Observer. Any more backup Observers? I don't know if there are, but Blind Storming Lurkers works as well. Oh, that Blind Storm kind of whiffed. Adrenal on the way. 5th base on the way against a 4-basing Zerg player. Dude, you're not playing against a Terran here. I don't feel good about this from Paralyze. I think you are super vulnerable being stretched this thin against a player with Adrenalings. Adrenalings that are fast. Adrenalings with upgrades. 1/1. Just slipping them down. Ba-ba-bam. Cannons down. Slipping them down here. I guess maybe there are enough Zealots, but again, Adrenalings trade so well against Zealots. Zealots are excellent against Lings until Adrenal is finished, but okay, this number does not help. Zealots can handle this many Adrenalings. Like outnumbering the Lings with Zealots. I don't care what the upgrades are on those Lings. They are dead. Dead as a doornail. There we go. Reavers. The answer again to Dark Swarm. Not the answer to Plague. Plaguing Reavers is excellent. But against Dark Swarm, man, Reavers shooting in there, they do not care. 1 Lurker inside Dark Swarm. A nightmare for Terran players, but 1 Lurker inside Dark Swarm, Reavers, but dead. So easy. Just easy mode. So Lings are like, you're defending, right? Defending everywhere? And yeah, Paralyze is defending everywhere. Finally, a 5th base coming up, but dude, 5th base is already done with cannons defending it. No splash damage defending it. Again, I want to see at least 1 High Templar on every single one of these bases. No High Templar at any of these bases? All right, I guess. Corsairs taking down more Overlords, and the Mutas are all dead, I feel like. To this Corsair ball, supply blocking Saber at 17 minutes. Plague on the way. Catching a Plague on these Corsairs would be so good for Saber. And just storming. These Dragoons are like, still no Dark Swarm, huh? That's 17 minutes? All right. I guess we're just going ahead and just storm everything, and then Dragoons can clean up the rest. There's the Dark Swarm. Double Dark Swarm. And the Dragoons are like, okay, all right. Let's make Archons now. Look, an Archon is already on the way. Psy-storming, again, inside the Dark Swarm. Excellent strategy. Zealots are like, hey, our single attack works inside the Dark Swarm. Very good. Dark Swarm on the flank here from Saber. And yeah, Psystorm, Hydras, do you think you're protected? No, you are not. Trying to surround the Protoss player with all manner of Lings and Lurkers. Dude, what is going on? High Templar, not enough energy for a Storm. Not enough energy either here. So, Archon. The answer is Archon. The Archon will die before he finishes morphing. There we go. Archon down. Expanding down the bottom left again. 60 workers here from Sharp. Very dangerous Zerg player. He's got Plague. He's got Dark Swarm. Is this a drop of some kind? No, just so many Overlords. It's a fake drop? I think this is a fake drop. Look at how many Overlords there are. It's like, this is dropping, right? No, Overlords are empty. This is a replay, so I know if it was a live game, I'd be like, dude, that's a drop. What is in there? And the answer is nothing. And you don't know until something comes out. When you're casting a live game, anyway. And, oh boy. High Templar getting picked off by these Cracklings. 2-2 on those Cracklings. 2-1-2 on the Zealots. But look, no splash damage at this base. Oh, why are you here? Reaver, why are you out of the map? Paralyze! Why are we not defending the Reavers? Okay, so Overlord Clump, ripe targeting for this Corsair ball. Dude, why? Why did you send us all the way down here? Because it's a bad rally of some kind, I guess. That's the only answer that I can think of. And look, I guess, okay, fair enough. There is High Templar here. Yep, 75 energy. Quick storm before you die. Reavers as well. So this is defended adequately against everything Zerg can throw at it. Psystorm, Reavers, Cannons, Archons here as well. Successful defense from Paralyze. And again, this base is not defended as well. Oh, 2 Reavers now. Okay. This is more impregnable than all. Than it was before. Defiler down. 178 supply for the Protoss. 150 for the Zerg. Dude, this is insane. Just defending with splash damage. Reavers, Psystorm, Archons, Zealots. They're not splash damage, but Zealots are good against Hydralisks, no matter what upgrades the Hydralisks have. So, look. 59 probes on 6 bases at 20 minutes. Plague catching the Zealots. Ow, that hurts a lot. But 5 base, 6th base here. 6th base finally finishing. Saber is behind at this stage. There's nothing else to say about it other than that. And again, finally a High Templar. 1 High Templar with Khadaran Amulet with 116 energy. So Khadaran Amulet doesn't matter at this stage of the game, but it will in a bit here. Nidus Canal connecting all of the bases. Well, connecting the base from here to here anyway. And yeah, look how few Dragoons there are. Look at the Zealots. Look at the Archons. Look how we work into late game for Protoss against Zerg. 3 Reavers and the High Templar with Storm. 1 Storm available. And counterattacking as the Protoss. Zerg say, hey, get away from there. That's my production. That's my income. And dude, look at how many Reavers Paralyzed has. Plague catching, I think, 1 of those Reavers at least. Yeah, that is a Plague Reaver. And into the natural base we go. No concern for anything else. Scourge trying to catch those shuttles. Does catch 1, killing it. The Reavers are on the ground. Archons pulling back to support. Psystorm here as well. Can we keep this alive? Another Plague. Catching the unplagued Reaver. No shuttle down. No hope for these Reavers. Okay, maybe the Archons can save them, and the Archons do save 1 of these Reavers. He is plagued. He's got 48 shields, but he is alive here. But maybe not. Maybe not. Archons, don't abandon the Reaver. Do not abandon him. Look how many kills. Look how helpful he is. Look, sniping a Defiler. I love it. Ugh, sniping 1 single Zergling, and that's not enough. 162 to 152 in favor of the Protoss. Not quite ahead as before. And can we break this? Dude, 3 Reavers. And the Corsairs are here with +2 shields and +1 attack. Trying to kill these Overlords. 2 Hydralisks are not enough to dissuade this attack. Oh, man. Even with +3, which they have. 3-3. This game is bonkers. I can see why RJB sent this one in. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, but this one I get it. Ugh. Corsair down. Corsair ball 4. Is that another connection? Dude. Reaver Scarab damage on the way for the Protoss. Hydralisks now chasing away the 3 Corsair ball. It was 4, it was 6, it was 8. Now it's 3. Six bases. I mean, the first 2 bases are mined out, but look, 1, 2, 3, 4 mining bases for the Protoss. 1, 2, 3, I guess 4 mining bases kinda for the Zerg player. 3rd base is mined out. And these Hydras are trapped. I guess they were scouting, but they're dead. Heading across the map with Lurkers, with Hydralisks towards the natural base. And these Lurkers are unsupported. Getting flanked, and now Hydras show up. Excellent Storm on the Lurkers from Paralyze. Both players at about 350 APM, about even. Humongous Plague. Plague-oo. Indeed. So is this a Hydralisk attack with no Plague and no Dark Storm support? Dude, this is dead. This is simply dead. The Hydralisks, yeah, they're like, yeah, we know, okay. Hydralisk retreat. Maybe more Hydralisks will help. Say the Hydralisks. The Storm available. One Storm. Again, Reavers. Just a Reaver attack into the center of a packed Hydra ball is so devastating. And yeah, the more Archons there are, the more Hydras you need, but Reavers, dude. And no splash damage at the third base. Why? I don't think this is enough Hydras to kill these cannons. Why? Okay. All right. Up the right side, expand. Hydras and Lings and Lurkers and Dark Swarm trying to shut this down. Attacking all over the place here. Falling back. Reaver, help us! Say the Archons. There are too many Hydralisks. We are forced to engage. The Reaver says, I have the high ground. Good luck. And the Archons are like, hey, we're good. Actually, we're doing fine against those Hydralisks. Oh, good snipe on that High Templar. So, are we abandoning it? Are we abandoning that base? Expanding on the left side at the 9 o'clock is Saber. Losing the 3 o'clock is super painful from Paralyze at this point of the game. Look at these Reavers just into the dark cloud. We don't care. But this is so many Zerg. Scourge connection. No, Reaver dead. Reaver down. Cancel. That's a cancel on that Nexus. Do we cancel? Do we cancel? We do. And no cancel. That's a kill on that Nexus. Dude. I guess we're too busy microing over here against the Lurkers we cannot see. Observers with speed saying, hey, you want some help? And the Archons are like, no, we're good. Let's take down this base. Let's get revenge on this base. Not quite in position are these Zerg players. Barg. Leaving a Lurker to make sure another Nexus does not come up at the third base. Well, third base. 3 o'clock base, I should call it. Protoss up. Again, 10 supply at 26 minutes is about as good as you're going to get here against a good Zerg player. And, alright, so splash damage with Archons against this many Hydras? No. Everybody is dead. But how many kills do you get? 7, 8 kills for that Archon? Fair enough. I think he kind of paid for himself anyway. Observers getting out of there like, alright, sorry you can't fly, guys. Sorry you're not permanently invisible, guys. Oh, boy, what's inside this? I feel like there was like a High Templar, maybe? DT at a base with no detection, and wow! Reaction time from Saber! Yo! Even Soma sometimes doesn't have that reaction time when a DT's in his base, especially this late game. Saber reacting so very, very fast. I'm impressed. So this base here being taken, this base here not being taken, 6 or 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock bases, very important right now. We've got pressure here with Lings, pressure with Hydras. There is a Defiler. Trying to catch Plague on anything but the Archons at this point. Everything is a good Plague target except for the big blue boys. Excellent. Wow. Excellent concave for the Zerg player. And 2 Reavers, a little bit of Psy Storm here. Zealots, not quite enough to hold off. Saber again, still just a little bit behind at 10 supply, but look how many Lings died. Look how many Hydras died. Archon taking Hydralisk attacks, but look at that. +3 shields help and save him from those Hydra attacks. This is a scrappy part of the game, dude. Look at this Archon army. It's Archons, a couple of Zealots, and a couple High Templar, and that's about it. Look at this surround from Saber. Oh, gosh. Yeah, running through Lurkers. You don't want to do that if you're anything. I know they're not good against Archons, but, dude, it hurts nevertheless. And just flooding down is Saber. Splash damage inside the Dark Swarm. All right, I guess. But still 10 supply ahead. Paralyze. 10 supply. Enough to stay alive here. Maybe not enough to win. Psy Storm. Plaguing the Zealots. Plaguing a cannon. Ugh. Plaguing a cannon. Good stuff. And another attempt at a drop here. Reavers unloading in the 5th base. Catching 3 drones. This is an empty shuttle. Okay, 4 Reavers at this base. Dude, it's a Reaver apocalypse. Guaranteed damage for the extractor. Can we take down the hatchery before we get killed? The answer is no, probably not. But can we defend ourselves? 4 Reavers against how many Lings and how many Hydras? A lot. There's a Nidus in there somewhere, man. Look at the Reaver micro from Paralyze. But, shuttle goes down. Reavers go down. And Natural Base still here. It's trying to snipe down a High Templar. That was bait, man. Four Hydras down, trying to snipe down a High Templar. I like it. I like that from Paralyze, man. Still up about 10 supply. 160 to 150. Saber constantly behind here. But look at the pressure on the second base from the Zerg player. This is insane. If you're not tapping the like button on this game, I don't know if you like StarCraft. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a crazy good PvZ. One of the better ones I've seen in a long time. Again, thanks RJB. Okay, into the natural base we go, trying to snipe down these cannons with cracklings. I hope they're 3-3. They are 3-3. Up the left side. Oh, I heard a plague. Plague on the Zealots. It hurts so much. Reavers defending. Shuttle again into an basically undefended base. Size Storm. Yeah. Couple drones down and Size Storm. Another drone down and a little bit of damage on those Hydralisks. Up the left side, Zealots and Archons. I love this strategy against Zerg so much. Zealot Archon, a little bit of detection. The Zerg's like, ugh. I guess Lurkers? Yeah, how many Lurkers do you have? Not enough. Cool, all your Hydras are gonna die. Hey, look, it's a Lurker. Kill it. You don't have sight. You don't have detection here. Kill that. Got it. Got the Lurker before he burrowed. Base down. This is a huge counterattack from Paralyze. 170 to 150 is up 20 supply now. Not 10, 20. 59 to 49 workers. Zerg player at 49. Workers at 31 minutes. Oh my gosh, look at the Hydralisk corpses. Up the left side. I think they're going to get cleared out. That's fair enough. Not enough energy for a storm either of those things. And the Archon getting killed with 9 kills. Good enough, I say. But still, no expansion for the Protoss for the last 10 minutes, it feels like. I think 20 minutes he had 6 bases, but no more. No more than that. Try to expand here. No. Thinking about expanding here. No. This sling. This. Okay, why are we sending probes up here, man? You do not need to free up supply. Paralyze! Paralyze! It's not safe! The probe says, oh, it's not safe. Great. I'm going to pull back just a little bit. Not, you know, not to where it's perfectly safe, but more safe than where those Lurkers are, I guess. Holy crap. Why are we retreating here? Saber's like, I don't like what I see. Again, a lot of Zealots, a few High Templar here. 20 supply up. Is the Protoss player a good place for a Protoss player at 32 minutes? Plague catching, I think a single Zealot. Again, any plague that catches anything other than an Archon is good. A full whiff, not good. Okay, there we go. That's a muy excelente on the catch there, on the plague. Sniping down. Wow, what was that sound? It was an observer dying. 33 supply up, Protoss. And this is a very, very important place for Saber. This is an income place that is very, very important. And are we going to try to get in there? It's a choke. It is a choke with 3 Hydralisks. There are, in fact, 6 of them. This Overlord, this High Templar. Again, 2 storms to kill a Lurker. No obs. No obs. These Reavers are alone. Their shuttle is dead. What a scrappy game. No Dark Archons, but man, this game has been good. Now, 20 supply ahead. A little bit less than 20 supply. Paralyze. These Archons on a mission of their own, but look, you're being flanked, man. Like, turn around. Try to attack. Zealots in the front, Archons in the back. Why are you in the back? Maybe hoping to avoid getting plagued. But Archons not being attacked by Hydras is a good thing, but now they're being attacked by Hydralisks, and they are dead. Hoping to expand for the first time again in what feels like 15 minutes for Paralyze. Retaking this hatchery. Hatchery down. Again, this is a good source of income for the Zerg player. He's got 1,700 minerals and 400 gas. Or sorry, Paralyze does, rather. Saber's at 300 and 250. And this shuttle is so important with 2 Reavers inside of it. Ugh, Scourge. Getting shot down by a cannon. Another cancel. Saber may not win this game, but he's super on top of when Paralyze tries to expand. Another storm. Zealots unloading on top of the drones. Getting out of there with a High Templar is so important. 38 drones right now. 38. One more down. Can we do one more down? No, the Zealots are dead. No, re-expand. We are running out of resources rapidly, Paralyzed. We're on 2 bases. Both of them minerals dwindling quickly. Trying to expand here, trying to expand here. Saber has eyes on both of those places. And this place as well. All 3 unexpanded locations with basically full complements of minerals and gas. It is important at this stage of the game. Only 3,000 gas at the expansions here on Polestar. But a lot for somebody who doesn't even have 500 gas. For both of these players. I guess Saber's at 600 now, but dude. Constantly making Hydras. Constantly making Observers. You don't want to make more Observers than you need, but when the Zerg player's sniping them as well as Saber has here today, you need to replace them, and that is gas. That is super expensive. No, there's an Obs. It's one Lurker, man. Kill it. Kill it with Zealots. Kill it with fire. Oh, re-expanding thanks to these Reavers clearing out. How many Reavers are there? Is that enough to chase away the Zerg here, man? Again, 10 supply up. Paralyze's favorite place to be in this PvZ is 10 supply ahead. Scourge are like, 2 Reavers. Can we handle that? If we have enough, we certainly can. Reaver Scarab damage is finished. Did I say that? Yes, it is finished. Again, just so good. 192 to 170. 22 supply up. Reaver's getting plagued, but not dead. Defiler snipe is so friggin' good. Oh, it's a plague from that Defiler. Can he get away with his crime? The answer is no. He stopped running, so he's dead. Up towards, again, the very important base of Saber, but the Lurkers are too much. Hydra support as well. Reavers, clear him out. And then we can take the Hydralisks. No, attack backwards. Hydralisks. Bam, Reaver down. And the Reaver not down. Lurker down. Picking it up. And, okay, we can expand. We can expand. If this army dies, though, it's going to be hard to defend. Scourge from an unexpected angle. And no shuttle down. Reavers, you do not have a ride home. You don't have a ride home, but maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough with these Zealots and High Templar. The Hydras are like, snipe the High Templar. Snipe them. One Reaver down, 13 kill Reaver. But look, new place for minerals for Paralyze. He's up. Say it with me. About 10 supply, folks, at 37 minutes. This is a marathon of a PvZ. Both players are very, very tired. Reaver down. Shuttle down, but up 15 supply. No Lurkers here. Oh, says Paralyze. No Lurkers. Just Lings and Hydras. Oh, reinforcing Lings and Hydras. Okay, a lot of Lings and Hydras. Again, with full upgrades. These Protoss, again, 333. Full upgrades as well. Fully upgraded Hydras and Lings against fully upgraded Archons and Dragoons. No Dark Swarm. No Plague here. And is this base going to go down again? Very important place for Saber right now. He's not even microing? Dude, did you give up? Yeah, man, up 80 supply. Well, 70 supply anyway. Hatch down, drones down, 30 drones remaining. Just throwing Lings here. Oh, 3 Dragoons die at the same time to Lings. What? Okay, still alive here. Still alive here. And a GG from Saber. Oh, Paralyze gets the win in 38 minutes and 38 seconds of insanely good PvZ. Paralyze wins it. No Dark Archons, but Reavers. We got it. We got you taken care of, boys. 333, 23 kill Archon, 27 kill Archon. Oh, man. This base, I guess we're still mining if we're Saber. But 176 minerals is not enough to remax on anything and try to take this thing down, right? Reaver's defending. We've got a few Lings and a couple Hydras. Maybe. Are there any Hydras alive on this map is the question. A couple Scourge. Yeah. A Defiler. 1 Lurker. Sure. But no Hydras. Just a couple of Lings, a Defiler, a Lurker, and a couple Scourge. And 2 Hydras on the way, but that's not enough. Yeah. And this base, the first new base for Paralyze, and I want to say 25 minutes of gameplay. He got it. He secured it. Couple of cannons, couple of Reavers. And that was enough. That was enough to win the game. Wow. Just an incredible PVZ. This started off with so many zealots, with an early third base, with Paralyze taking his fifth base before the fifth base of the Zerg player. I think that was important. But yeah, Saber basically denying the fifth base. Well, sorry, sixth base. Wait, 1, 2, 3, seventh base? Yeah, denying the seventh base from Paralyze for so long. Almost won in the game, but nope. Couldn't pull it off. Couldn't quite get it done. And that's a win for the Protoss. Dude, yeah, this is why we like Paralyze, man. It was a knockdown, drag 'em out, epic level PVZ. Protoss gets the win. Zerg player taking out Nexuses, forcing cancels on bases. Protoss starving out, manages to get a base up, kills a base, gets the win. What a game for your Monday. What a game. Again, tap that like button. If you haven't already, you hate StarCraft. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. 410,000 to 376,000 points in favor of Paralyze. It got outproduced 3-1 today, but he had a really solid 3-1, almost a 4-1 kill-death ratio. It was very close. Structures raised 22 by the Zerg, 8 by the Protoss. Makes a lot of sense. And this outspend right here, this is not the kind of number that a Zerg player wants to see, where he gets outspent by the Protoss player by even a little bit, even by 700 resources, which is all that it was, man. All that it was. My goodness. Awesome. Like a really, really, really awesome showing there from Paralyze. Again, can he do well? Can he do well in ASL 21? He's going to try. We will sure see. Looking forward to it. And that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.